Hello guys, welcome to this channel. Today we are going to discuss MCQs on President of India. This will be the second part and we had already discussed the first part of it, right? If anyone is visiting the channel for the first time, so please subscribe the channel and don't forget to press the bell icon also. So let us start our session. Your first question is, which one of the following statements about the President of India is not correct? A option is he is a constituent part of parliament. B option is he participates in the discussion in the both houses. And C option is he addresses the joint meeting of both the houses every year. And D option is he can promulgate ordinances in certain situations. So right answer is option B, that is he participates in the discussion in the both houses. This statement is not correct about the president. Next question is, which one of the following vetoes is not vested by the Indian President? A option is absolute veto, B is qualified veto, C is suspensive veto and D option is pocket veto. So right answer is option B, that is qualified veto. गाइस, प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया के पास 3 वीटोज होती हैं, वो आपको याद रखनी है, एब्सोल्यूट वीटो, सस्पेंसिव वीटो एंड पॉकेट वीटो, एंड दीज वीटो पावर आर डिफाइंड अंडर द आर्टिकल 111, that is 111. Next question is, the only instance when the President of India exercised his power of veto is related to which bill? A option is the Hindu Code Bill, B option is the PEPSOP Appropriation Bill, C option is the Indian Post Office Bill and D option is the Dowry Prohibition Bill. So right answer is option C, that is the Indian Post Office Bill. Next question is, who among the following president exercised a power which is pocket veto in constitutional terminology? A option is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, B is V.V. Giri, C option is Gyani Jail Singh and D option is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. So right answer is option C, that is Gyani Jail Singh. Next question is, president veto power is governed under which article? A option is Article 110, B is Article 111, C option is Article 117 and D option is Article 123. So right answer is option B, that is Article 111. Next question is, under which article of the Indian Constitution the President of India enjoys the power to withhold his assent to any bill passed by both the houses of the parliament? A option is Article 63, B option is Article 108, C option is Article 109 and D option is Article 111. So right answer is option D, that is Article 111. Next question is, who amongst the following has the power to withhold assent to a bill after it has been passed by the two houses of parliament? A option is the president, B option is the prime minister, C option is the speaker of the Lok Sabha and D option is the chairman of Rajya Sabha. So the right answer is option A, that is the president of India. हमारे president के पास power होती है कि वो किसी भी bill को जो है अपने पास withhold करके रख सकता है. Next question है, on which matter it is essential to take advice from the Council of Ministers for the President? A option is appointment of ambassadors, B is to assent to bills, C option is to assent to bills referred by the governors and D option is to dissolve Lok Sabha. So right answer is option B, that is to assent to bills. Next question है, under which of the following articles of the Constitution the President of India has been empowered to promulgate an ordinance? A option is Article 360, B option is Article 123, C option is Article 200, D option is Article 356. So right answer is option B, that is Article 123. Article 123 जो है empower करता है President of India को that he can promulgate an ordinance in condition of emergency, right? Next question is, an ordinance promulgated by the President must be placed before the Parliament within what time frame after the start of its session? Important question है guys. So options देखिए, first option is 1 month, B option is 6 weeks, C option is 8 weeks and D option is 6 months. So the right answer of this question is option B, that is 6 weeks. Next question is, who among the following is appointed by the President of India? A option is Attorney General of India, B is Comptroller and Auditor General, that is CAG, appointed by President, C option is Governor of State and D option is all of the above. So right answer is option D, that is all of the above. ये जितने भी हैं Attorney General की, CAG की या Governor, इन सभी को अपॉइंट करते हैं President of India. Next question is, which one of the following is not appointed by the President of India? A option is Vice President, B is Prime Minister, C is Governor and D option is Chief Election Commissioner. So right answer is option A, that is Vice President. Your next question is, the Constitution authorizes the President to make provision for discharge of duties of Governor in extraordinary circumstances under which article? Your A option is Article 160, B option is Article 162, C option is Article 165, and D option is Article 310. So right answer is option A, that is Article 160. Next question is, the Indian Constitution doesn't empower the President of India with the right of. A option is appointment of Prime Minister, B is appointment of CM in states, C option is being the Supreme Commander of Defense Forces, and last option is executing emergency in any part of the country. So right answer is option B, that is appointment of Chief Minister in states. Next question is, which article of the Indian Constitution empowers the President to consult the Supreme Court? Very important question, guys. Your first option is Article 129, B option is Article 132, C option is Article 143, and D option is Article 32. So right answer is option C, that is Article 143. Article 143 empowers the President to consult the Supreme Court. Next question is, which of the following is incorrect about the powers of the President of India? A option is the President should accept the advice of Supreme Court. B option is emergency powers. C option is power of extension of President rules in the state. And D option is President can accept or reject the advice of the Supreme Court. So right answer is option A, that is the President should accept the advice of Supreme Court. This statement is not correct because President can accept or reject the advice of Supreme Court. Next question is, according to the Constitution, which among the following is literally not a power of the President of India? A option is promulgation of ordinances, B is to consult the Supreme Court, D option is to send back to House of Parliament, and D option is to grant pardon. So right answer is option C, that is to send messages to House of Parliament. Next question is, which of the following article of Indian Constitution mentions the doctrine of leisure? A option is Article 200, B option is Article 301, C option is Article 310, and D option is Article 311. So right answer is option C, that is Article 310. Next question is, who prepares the President address to Parliament? A option is President himself, B option is Speaker of Lok Sabha, C option is Chairman of Rajya Sabha, and D option is Central Cabinet. So right answer is option D, that is Central Cabinet. Your next question is, the first President of independent India hailed from? A option is Uttar Pradesh, B is Andhra Pradesh, C option is Bihar, and D option is Tamil Nadu. So right answer is option C, that is Bihar. And who is the first President of India? So I hope that you all know, that is Rajendra Prasad. Your next question is, the fourth President of India was? A option is Sir V.V. Giri, D option is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, C option is Dr. Zakir Hussain, D option is Dr. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. So right answer is option A, that is Sir V.V. Giri. Next question is, which President of India completed two successive terms? That is, A option is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, B option is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, C option is Dr. Zakir Hussain, and D option is both A and B. So right answer is option B, that is Dr. Rajendra Prasad. Next question is, the single instance of the unanimous election of the President of India so far was the election of? A option is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, B is Dr. Radhakrishnan, C option is Dr. Zakir Hussain, and D option is Neelam Sanjeev Reddy. So right answer is option D, that is Neelam Sanjeev Reddy. So Neelam Sanjeev Reddy was only the President of India who was elected unanimously. Next question is, who of the following before becoming the President of India didn't hold the office of Vice President? A option is Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, B option is Dr. Zakir Hussain, C option is Neelam Sanjeev Reddy, and D option is R. Vedanta Raman. So right answer is option C, that is Neelam Sanjeev Reddy. Next question is, among the following President of India who is known as Philosopher King or the Philosopher Ruler? A option is Dr. Radhakrishnan, B is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, C option is Dr. Zakir Hussain, and D option is Dr. Abdul Kalam. So right answer is option A, that is Dr. Radhakrishnan is also known as Philosopher King or the Philosopher Rulers. Next question is, who of the following President of India was associated with the trade union movement? A option is V.V. Giri, B is Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, and C is K. R. Narayana, and D option is Zakir Hussain. So right answer is option A, that is V. V. Giri. Next question is, which president of India was called the Missile Man? Very easy question. So A option is Dr. Radhakrishnan, B is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, C option is Dr. Shankar Dayal Sharma, and D is none of the above. So right answer is option B, that is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, called as Missile Man of India. Next question is, who of the following Chief Justice of India acted as the President of India also? A option is Justice M.C. Mahajan, B is Justice M. Hidayatullah, C option is Justice P.N. Bhagwati, and D option is Justice B.K. Mukherjee. So right answer is option B, that is Justice M. Hidayatullah. हमने previous part में discuss किया था guys that if President of India seat is vacant, then Vice President act as the President of India. And if both President and Vice President seat are vacant, then Chief Justice of India acted as the President of India. Next question is, choose the odd one. A option is Dr. Rajendra Prasad, B is Dr. Radhakrishnan, C is Zakir Hussain, and D option is Jawaharlal Nehru. So right answer is option D, that is Jawaharlal Nehru. Other three persons were the President of India, and we all know that Jawaharlal Nehru was the PM of India, right? Next question is, which of the following statement is not true? There are some statements, you have to find out the wrong one. A option is, to hold the office of president candidate should have the minimum age of 35 years. B option is, vice president is chairman of Rajya Sabha. C option is, vice president is appointed by the president of India. And D and last option is, first president of India was Dr. Rajendra Prasad. So right answer is option C, that is vice president is appointed by the president of India. Next question is, what was the sequence number of Mrs. Pratibha Patil as the President of the Republic of India? We all know that Pratibha Patil was the only woman president of India. So वो कौन से नंबर की president रही थी? So A option is 10th president, B is 11th, C is 12th president, and D is 13th president. So right answer is option C, that is 12th president of India. Next question is, a bill presented in parliament becomes an act after A option is, it is passed by both the houses, B is, the president has given his assent, C option is, the prime minister has signed it, D option is, the Supreme Court had declared it to be within the competence of the union parliament. So right answer is option B, the president has given his assent. Next question है, he represents the nation but does not lead the nation. This dictum applies to whom of the following? A option is Speaker of the Lok Sabha, B is President, C option is Prime Minister, and D option is Chief Justice of India. So right answer is option B, that is President. Next question is, Rashtrapati Bhavan was designed by? A option is Edward Stone, B is Lee Corbusier, C is Edwin Lutyens, and D option is Tarun Dutt. So right answer is option C, that is Edwin Lutyens. Guys, these all questions will be very important for your exam, so please watch the session till the end, and if you love the content, so please give a one thumbs up to session. Next question is, which of the following doesn't consist in the power to pardon of president? First option is pardon, D is commutation, C is remission, fourth is respite, fifth is reprieve, and sixth is detention, and seventh is continuation. So right answer is option D, that is 6 and 7. Next question is, which of the following types of authority are attributed to the President of the India? First is real and popular, second is tutelar, that is formal and de jure, and C is political and nominal, and fourth is constitutional and nominal. So right answer is option D, that is second and fourth, that is tutelar and de jure and constitutional and nominal authority are attributed to the President of India. Next question is, in case of delay in conducting the election of a new president for any reason, which will work as the President of India? A option is Chief Justice, B is Vice President, C option is outgoing President continues to hold office, and D option is Prime Minister. So right answer is option C, that is outgoing President continues to hold office. Next question is, the constitutional authority vested with the power of declaring castes and tribes as the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes is the A option is President of India, B is Prime Minister, C is Minister of Social Welfare, and D option is Chairman of SC and ST Commission. So right answer is option A, that is President of India. प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया के पास पावर होती है कि किसी भी कास्ट एंड ट्राइब्स को वो डिक्लेयर कर सकता है एज अ शेड्यूल्ड कास्ट एंड शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब्स. So guys, further let me discuss some important articles which are related to the President of India. So Article 52 defines that there shall be President of India. Article 53 defines the executive power of the President. Article 54 deals with the election of the President. And Article 55 deals with the method or manner of election of the President. Article 56 deals with terms of office of President, that is 5 years, and of Article 57 deals with eligibility criteria for the re-election of President. Article 58 defines the qualification for election as the President of India, and Article 59 defines the conditions of the President office, right? Next article is Article 60, which is very important from exam perspective. So Article 60 deals with the oaths and affirmations by the President. Article 61 deals with the procedure for impeachment of the President. This article is also very important. So further you can also see the article 62, 65, 71. Please pause the video and you can also read this article. Next article is Article 72, which is also very important. So Article 72 deals with the power of President to grant pardons, and Article 74 empowers the President of India to take advice from the Council of Ministers. Next question is Article 123 and Article 143. Both articles are very important. So Article 123 deals with the power of President to promulgate ordinances, and Article 143 empowers the President to consult the Supreme Court. Right? So guys, this is all for today. I hope that you love the session. So please give a one thumbs up to video. We will meet soon in the next session. Till then, bye bye and take care.